mountains you can your third ridge until you have 3 series of mountains unim sem fantifo so ne brofo dey until brono ye freba ako first ridge second ridge and a third ridge na me third ridge not the third ridge Accra Takoradi road no wo ye ridge ni so a mountain top now road no wase from a long distance echo anajubi tanker bi behwe ase odi petrol send wo kan ya and amanfo na ne no mo ye ne say it is common practice among the people who live around the highway assembly si sa tanka na abofumo no bi afa ne bucket no bi afa ne gallon omu dimika omu kof siphon fi wo nyame on pa de boni say dan mi si mi gina ye dan ne bungalow mu mi gina porch si e wo region na mi say na mehwe that nyame ti ya ni dima yawo ija to tanka ni mama na blast na ni pe wu ye de nyankopon hata so yi ono kwa no ni nti ye something minim omo aya omo ye sa de na dwen wo mutrim se tanka atofem se ye gas se ye petrol se ye diesel se ye aviation fuel se ye nyomo de kompoyi premix na mafo dimirika se edufudi pe eni brebo ni nti omo kwosesa sa ka na hu aka adwom se ko boni pa nimpa enya kwanhye omo akire omo no obeti ani dima yawo na nipa hwe omo kwa se suban na wo se ye jai me mani ahu bi pe nti ne course yi meti ase pa me ni me koso sa suban na wo se ye jai embo man
na me hunu de enti a esisa na ye de bucket jerry can ya de ye de ko
chese papa mpanifo ma me mpanifo omo kipu jerry cans any barrels wo fie empty train that particular incident me Canada nti esi ya no bi aso ne bucket ne gallon ne jerry can omo ko bufuo
enti ene ba ko esi wo friends ye enye nyame na fiafia omo nyina ko group na nkaje bum wo ho na omo nyina wo we kwa ne nipa miensa
na me hu ye mi gina soro origin so a ehu brofia friend vibration
anu gra be kan
hwe maso nyina sisi ye anka anoma ba kora wo ho maso nyina sisi ye bim asani ato bombo no dachi enti me se me kokoto sa incident bi bia me dwane ntem me na mrika me be dwane afiri ho no ese woni na me adwuma ma gas company bi ena dakro ye gas trucks ne ba ko e free e de e friend is saying gas e free tema e de ko ye satam na bronga half region to be specific wenchi ena na no de ko nti wotwemu a no kudu kuma sa himachi bi no bi cross no go break na twi e ko dane to pa ko no bro no bi so na yemfi Accra na himachi na asem ni sia ye frɛ yemfi Accra nkudu anopa be ye 10 na kuru na dane sama nkuru obi okuru mi ye dwane
obi abedwane
dachi
obi openi nkwan bia abedwane
na ye kra ka chom so ye gas company nti ye de empanifo fi nkran ba omno omni madwuma no be se bia leakage na bibi ti be hwe ni amaso afi ho ni atwe ni akọ no kra amanfo ni nyendi
dabi
dachi me say kuro ndade saman kuro nipa ba kukure ni because e gas e koye petrol ana diesel
ko wa twe bucket
na ye twe tanka ni wi e kura be 1 week na nkofo kura mpeso me kokuru mu oba ena mu ye so se na matwe ko na mu gidi se ma be fa ko because gas obi asuru me say amafo na mriko mu di dwane to free brono no so no ese wani but akoye petrol any diesel dia enfo bia ho
same
rapping
na me enena me ka no pay say ya monitor Ghana ni wutu ni full was ade we ho won tie da
onti
nti kana ye be kan keke ba pa se Ghana ni be tie futuo say fuel no e bofuma ye nkoho no
last year ho baby na Accra brewery for mo omo wa ibi obiso ene de atona lie so
na no samafo na de abe
so wi bi ache so wi bi e de so odi say ensar boko owe no obetimi abuse no obetimi aha no ne da bi
when
you free. But you see, but question is say, what's a fool no? Okotama. O se fool no. Say what's a son and fan is win your best gallon best 10. Okotama rabbit me at you.
Be do food. My main choice no more. Because this year fool, you find say 10 cedi. Saga no when you 5 cedi.
Yes,
Obenya.
Yeah.
Driver force so.
Ometo.
Ya today tank no go from wa kwatu ya go. Oh, 555.
Oh, yeah, 555.
Also, that's it. Me see, I have witnessed it.
But you see, eno na o ye kano. Is it sometimes no e come ma witimi ye nneoma bi a o be wie na we nu ho. Because one, I didn't everyone say fuel no petrol no travel far very volatile enti apiti we nti eja no so a de nam ewiem san de ko
me say akwa bi pa onu kwa de say wa bu fufu na ma na tade nyina fofu
na ifa no eja so ni mu
that's on the way do help go review
and you see on say barrel kese no rubber de etikata so obi dia ba be si ho and wo say gum ma wa maso de ko
we lightning kakranya bape
so bad is it
me say yes
gidigidi no da ko si fie no fofora ba
yes do you know what sparked the fire according to an eyewitness or say obi the 34 bucket on za de ne gufum nti atre nti o de ye ni say
no ene pie urade nya kokko wansan so hu nyanza take for bucket or the people must have petrol
ade peja
kakra ne pie
me say woman bi ni atarasta bi kumpa okufo gallon
desperation
say the way an microphone no gu ho no me say it is just by grace say the esi work position ya work na sisa because we share the way omo nyina group wo ho na sa time na jan to mu a
omo nyina beko na wo dwane afan na so wo de wona atia fuwa nim ena wo nante kwante jare bedi wechi.
You see, in this country, that's
very sad.
We are building a culture of impunity. We are higher.
But come, and I dien.
And I may be sano. Na come no book I no better.
Titi no on my way. So na nkwan so na wade afito a. Obi obehu bia betwa ho akọ. Obesan kwa.
Besa before
no aba.
Abefo
ade. There's a classic story and also Cape Coast story na me tie. Penyi bi na ka kire me. Say back in the 80s. Na omu di bullions. Such a crane bullion na pick up trucks and omu di move scar from banks to other branches near there. Na onuma bi won fum anadwo. Okoya no kodoya no ko setting the traps into pie abesia kofie. And obehu bottle kese ba ko se da kwan ni mfimfin a eska. Onuma ni hu scar se eska na owuro beto kwan ni nchen. No ne emagu no odaso. Ne sekan. Onim se nkofo kura sika ne fito ya ombe kwa sha samba. No man daso no wotwe. Apenya pa nkofo no koya essence on wechi betu sika ne fito hin omo ba back. Omba he no. Onim so omo bolu man ka. So we Jimmy papa na wa betu sika nti say ya maso nkotu ofuma na maso nkofie. Oda kwa ho twen say ensan konfra ma befa. Unye ye biem da. So became a classic story of the way our Ghanaian culture, the way our Ghanaian upbringing is degrading because we are bringing in modern influences.
Enibie fiatra
Ghana ha ene opa ma once the say cry to fem. Nipa be ko ho abda nyame ase akwa so yakoda ase say nyame ache ni ska
so ya tofum. We show bottom cry.
We are building a country all of a sudden our values, our traditional upbringing, the fabric of society no yet titia say there will be no tomorrow. Na keba ni say na fuo tank akote hwe. Eya rohosem unkobom nipa enya akwanhia ne pass with for mo. Eno wo hia. Cement car be so sa akote hwe ye. Eni esa wani. Dachi omudu won omanya cement bag half kran pan kofi. You deliver car be so akote hwe those days. Me kai pa. Eno so na provisions ni ade say ya na de ko. Dachi anka sem na baba akokra wo kan.
Ombetwi. Na nipa na
it's what kind of nation. Debi. Sad we used to happen in Nigeria na kebi ni Ghana. Nigeria na ka okona unya kwenje obi to na God punish you no we twem no. He said now it is like it has creeped into our Ghanaian culture. Yes, so we are becoming that insensitive and irresponsible in that manner. Okoto say nipa bra enye wu pra no. Ya be search you. Ya be to so nya accident ya bo mo search. Ahwam bottom ye be nyansa. Ya be dwen wo say ya do be call hospital na fa hospital. What kind of nation are we building? Why are we bringing down our values?
Yanjana yankɔ subject matter say the okay make is a video in oko social media instead of a beer track na beti motorway akwane kita kufuo Ghana on bi obu ankra na wahwe fridge mo nya all world ya serve
Emma brewing company bukran sam e fa bi nko sa anya to from there ada no mo dia mo aboka
na sama fu na iya mo inda so mo twitwa bi
ai bono ma yen charge da bi ma men charge yen free
on na fi asema ba
mo na mo akofa
mo na mo go apa
cocoa practice menim ara ya kenkan by the fiti emra ewu me be sin na me nti se cocoa ya te price no so
yeah
say world market price na nko ye krampo a we maintain the existing price na o monte so na de ekoba ne sen na mo ate ade no so yi say minority leader kura kan say nyame ya adomu a so kokohwe na apomudin kakra waba
minority
minority leader
okay shock na kan
afeni
shock na kan ntia
shock dia
sna mo so mbo obesesa ntia so nya shock
sa so no wa say politics na nya asori nti anything is possible
yeah sure
but also be for so mo matua
so okay dachi na edi kema me mincha me bra penye Steven na mincha T4 na ahwefo I am baso chia
eh kai say ma fini pa fi yenchia
what's happy Mrs. ya
ma fini pa fi yenchia
when it comes to cocoa farmers issues of price na but down no yes anything that has to do with money people speak with emotions so far as sales no be better na we nya sika e de ato ho na wakone so okay fit time we de ko this amount of money na de beto onuama we obie ni wiase we mu a e be ka say o whiskey nyina o be ka say 600 as the old price without reduction aban ne de ko na okoton a every ton bia no aban will run at a loss of $3,800 per ton. So you ask yourself, say, inti abainum to right? Now at the end of the day, no, ye de kwa idwaman so a na ya boka na ya befi. Economy na ye building no, what would be the significant impact negatively on the economy? Yes, of course. Obi abe pese, oh, ni bibia or ton biano, always biano, there should be an increment, but not decreasing of pricing. Inti anything I me to say yes, I feel their pain. But let us also reason it to the downside. Inti price na buying a dick and the man no based on the previous world price market no. At the end of the day, Mpokrano, would a cocoa farmer no cotton when we the largest share 70%, abana for 30%. Okay, inti sisi ano say abano cost to that 3,600. Na baby okwa cotton no yate price no so. Inti abano koya na say abano buy. Okoso na say yekoboka na ebefia. Sa impact no on the economy no, it boils down back to who equieni no, whether you like it or not. If you want to say inflation has started to call up this year, if exchange rate has started to call up this year, next say you 3,600, what would be the negative impact of that 3,600 now? But if say inflation are back down, Let's say we get 2,700. I stand to be corrected, right? Now we get 2,700. Inflation's about down. It is a whole market. Let's say okay, so to your friend is saying chemicals ni bimpo kra na because of inflation pokra bad and ubetimi anye bia den ato.
But take this analogy.
Okay.
Woman say otria school fees ya too. Cocoa no ton no the tria school fees. Now school fees ni atum.
Yeah.
But now cocoa scanner ya teso. How does it make the difference out to be able to pay any school fees?
So that particular woman who video no. You see, let's fix the fact. What you say? Now why I say as that kind of emotional imbalance communication, right? In as much as say utwe fees, in as much as say cocoa no ya to so about 2,700 per back. School na akwala ne kono fees ni yesen per academic year. Also ko teacher training college me boa.
Also ko nursing training college.
Nursing training college, right? Almost 2 fees per academic year no yesen. Inti say a bag 2,700. I am not sure say nursing trainee ni school fees 10,000 plus. I am not sure. Inti saying
inti say we kunchi na ebi ani koku a oti ye nyina one bag and a two bag.
Ofeni nyanko te school fees.
Obazo what you say?
Inti 3,600 a bag. And na me di kan ka say obi ani ho no ma odi dwa opeso obekọ dwa man so no price ne be down.
Good body dwa. So oboka.
Na me kan what you say? Inti se ma me na ka so because of ya tier free 3,600 e di aba 2,700. So you ask yourself say as at 3,600 no a dwa man so price no is this the same man na
say a drum man so price. Answer na wo betu mu akọ 3,600. Na a drum man so price. The way an etie. Na a car e da ho nyina na wonim ni nyina wo. Still a wo tumu akọ.
Okay,
it is what tumu akọ hodo. Na wonim say ade no eye there is a fluctuation of prices.
Okay.
But over years, amodi cocoa hu dua even with the fluctuation of prices, it is either you maintain or you uplift. You don't reduce.
Okay, man, me miss one simple question. Inti yemfa na senka ne edwa man so per ton. $6,000. Right? Ekwa for no komekare. Say nko ye beka so ye increase the price and amebwa. Right? Because there has been an increment significantly, right? So ekwa ni beka so na se ye tumu edwa man so bebrea I don't want to meet the mummy. That would be the argument. And I'm a so if no more a ton 5,000 plus in dollars. Let's say a so drastically above 4,000. Right? So let's help each other to make sure say at the end of the day, we are building economy a bit me accommodate na a dredia in because I buy ni wa usu ni ho. Usu ni ho buy ni ho. So we are all helping each other to make sure say at the end of the day, we have a mutual ground na a bit benefit ye nyina. And America can say I buy to mean top at a price me fan so onim prefer say or the kwadwa man so obeboka. And when we become our economy, because mind you, cocoa play a very significant role when it comes to our economy. It is about top. Now say every ton biano abane boka over $3,000 on each ton. So where would the abane be making profit? Because even in initial place, amount now all ton with Germans no 70%. So it means that the 30% no ni odi treat to aka ni other incentives mpoku obenya to your friends and chemicals ni fertilizers on that abane channel. So you are saying say abani tia 3,600. That means say abani pokrano even a dime onya, so he is making a negative profit. So at the end of the day, how do we grow as a country? Yeah, people are speaking with emotions. I understand. People want price to stand at where now no more no. I understand. So you ask yourself one simple question. Okay, price na buying it then mammy no. Not all turn to say oh German so or mommy this percentage. See anoma I then affected those kind of sales outside world. It is a makers are buying them from mommy that same price going forward. I buy the benyeska wahi. Wa beto ado me ho. O koton ya waboka. Nti him for biom na wo benye sika no, aban ne benye sika no asan beto wo ho. So it means say aban no will have to go borrow money all the time. Bia no abeto wo ho, no akoton, no aboka, no akọ borrow money, no aboka, no So at the end of the day, how do we grow? How do we grow the economy? Na make an oti ase.
And enti dem ate so.
Enye say enti ne ato so. Enti so no, does it have an explanation? The answer is yes. Enti so no ewo nyina so. The answer is yes. Enti so no at the end of the day ye koton no adwaman so a ekuani no percentage send the wonya.
But the argument of cocoa farmers, for example, and they say there's a value chain. Why is it that it is only a Ekuafo pe any yet or market yes?
Yeah.
They are one not cocoa board. They are useless. They are not doing anything.
Okay.
So if that value chain exists, why are we not saying okay? Then let's share burden.
Okay.
This is the situation.
Okay.
Nti yenina say who TAD so your friends Tarzan. Nti odi e cocoa board for so obi aso ntete ne dia so kan the fire justice system.
So me say guy now friend na he was making that argument. Then I asked myself say staff any trade, what is the difference involved?
Staff need trade the same.
Ne Ekuafo no don and no buy no na at the end of the day no a trade me boa a marketing a ade no moton so staff no oka so omonte o market you as well. Do they trade on the market world and
I don't get it. Sir,
okay,
we
so,
are all in a certain value chain. Me man produce what? If I don't produce the cocoa, you don't have a job.
Exactly.
Now I produce. Now I've given you a job to do.
Yeah.
There's a challenge within the value chain. And was it me the down person at the tail end of the value chain?
Yeah.
You are reducing my wages. Now, who the upper part of the value and the middle part of the value chain? No?
Yeah.
You say you want to increase your salary. You don't want to reduce your salary, but you want me to reduce mine. Why?
Where I sit, me name cocoa board, a single person being in managerial second level and a lower level, me name salary range.
Obi no managerial level or 3,000. And Obi no managerial level or 10,000.
Okay, so should it be the norm? I'm only asking. Say should it be the norm? So okay, say cocoa board specifically, right? Say if farmers are going to certain stress in terms of their pricing of their goods, and yeah, money affected the staff of cocoa board. Now, when there is an increment, if market is booming, you increase salary. Should that be the argument?
You are in a fist. You are in a situation. You want me to tighten my belt. Let us all tighten it. Don't ask one side to tighten it.
Then the argument can be in this way. Okay, so if the managerial positions, right?
Yes.
There are certain incentives we're enjoying. We cut it off.
Yes, but that should be the case. And your salary per se,
clothing allowance,
fuel allowance,
movie allowance, whatever. Yeah, if that is the argument, say at the end of the day, no, a bebwa sector, no.
But should we even get here when the leaders of the sector realize, say, no, this is the situation we are going through?
You see, this argument we are having, I have a colleague of mine honestly, and this, and then he was writing something on Facebook, and I side with him. Tijani, I side with him in the sense, share, yeah, a sector they are showing, right? And then you go to meet a certain state, right? Na it be a dream be akoso honum. If you feel so okay, I want to solve it by myself. Now you don't let it out. At a point, everyone is okay. The communicators are aware with whatever is going on. Oh, sector no. Nasa wo solve na egodum pempen so bi na solve na solve ya.
Na so ko.
Na so ko. It becomes an issue. My hair me bra pin some Jerome. Wa media so be say 1,000. Right? And then we are all solving because during be wo ho no ma wo betoy. You get it because me say that we an interim committee that they have to and attorney general have to be rapid about that. Now make a note here because at the end of the day no sector no say uko to during bi wo ho no one man ma at the end of the day no yen communicators na be ba na ya be kan ho asem. O na make a note here so obi be this have position no or ye nyoma bi a abo sector neka abo man neka mpenyifo wo abegbo bi se ba me refi of say bibi bi wan ye yi bone wan kasa otiri ho a ye yi bone. The MPP doesn't care. Na make an what you say. They don't care say oh na dream bi wo ho ma dream bi eni ho. They don't care. Enti say asem Mohammed so oh na say mobile 1 year aba. But they knew what happened over there. Enti at the end of the day no committee no matter now they have to probe into it, not only Cocoa Board. ECG da ho. ECG da ho. Dream me ko ho no enye dream ketwa. So we cannot sit aloof. Now at the end of the day no Nkofan stand trial. Hwe oto prepaid and nearby o me abese science na oko opposition e dwane te say nsuo enti dream me ko ECG na still na yem problem ko enti we don't have to wait say crisis bi besi ansa na ya probia ama the previous appointee no we call them to book no
okay that's it Obi
Dachi
Cocoa Board
Medika no me fanchi mu odema watiefo ne wahwefo a omoni no masugu so mutie no mohweye na se de bia me ye no yemfa na sekesie eni abasobode mom se de bia omdo mafidie no to New FM 88.3 FM no mutie Dachi na pamfo ne yebeche ya adwen ne adwundwe o man Ghana ho ne nkan ko ne yie yo ne mpuntu ye do mase omonko so no munye ne saa se de bia metan si piso ameka no me show mobo se ye de no kure ebedi nkomo yembo ye sirimu emeka ne ni hu ye yasonti ye ni hu adanse ye bia ebeka wo ha bia yes ye ni hu yaswati ye nsekuru mu hu adanse ye nti ne ye ba beka ye do mase ne omso omo ye ne saa maye eto so bi minu abako ewo adenta e friend Yana ye director of communications for Imano Kwasimante campaign team watume enkrase na suguso a otie na yenkoma na ye bofa ye 4 tanka etihwe na Ghana for epre ho no ade bia na ha ne pa nti ene de se ye dia to simpisu nya ka ho asema no pay obompa se Ghana for besua bibia fim na nso ne okan ye no Ghana ni yentu no fu asem ni tu ni wi a e bi obefo mu nyansa ti bi no ya na be din chie mu odin e mo no pay Dachi baby ami nua sami eti anopa we maybe oti anopa we edin papa we wakoji pawiremfo edi hu scary na dwuma na nwen nese eno ntumi nye utire makosi sese Rama Bedu ebo nyumbi one of her very popular songs me so no nyuma mba beto no me dofo adada mi a odo adada mi o me dofwe jamiare hwa jijemia kokumi nyom ne buy in the 90s no nyom ne so fama na pai ye nyini kra de remix sound by obekai am ya the rap be frame am nyom no sound be gidan na so biem enti me bu nkompo ko hwemachi na me tie nkomo a Randy Abi not na good morning Ghana specifically totwa yampia te say Ghana nyanse nyina ono oni trim na MPP abanya bon MPP aban hu kura bottle no fa kura nhyem de de tu Michel Monsan o betu bebu o man yiye na finance minister kese ato forcing ato is forcing etumi gina simpie so ka se MPP aban ni trim odene MPP aban ni abadaye ese etumi tua koko for 6500 emra na sa menu koko ni bonye between 8000 and 10000 we man so no mo de o mo ba nyame ya do mo betua 6500 per bag ama koko for nko so mo e na bi koko akuafo nenne nyame on pa de bone koko fo ye tie usu fere gina wiem akoto santene akuafo ya to aba ma in their millions amwa bedi mampani na wo ba ya nya wo ka kire mo ni se wanya bi amwase a yensam bɔ no krono nti koko akuafo mo hwini mu pɔ nya mo fatani 2600 near 6500 dachi udi san komo ne sen dachi uchire mu sen
world market price of cocoa is down
beba NDC ba mu January 2025 cocoa season no na I started from 2024 August sana cocoa season e chase any ton the main crop season no
yes
and a friend main crop your main crop your light crop
yes
inti no afibia nya Ghana ban ye ne se ebedru August na yaba ni abebo amanye se cocoa akuafo from this August to next year August afia da ye nimu no cocoa boa ye de betua akuafo ni dachi sa cocoa boa ni ye nya boso a it is locked in chese e guaranteed price eboa ye gina so e dia yesa announcement no se eboa no kosuro eboa ne ba famu ni ahye koko ni sa afie ni ye tuama koko no eno an ye betua for that crop season
because why forward sales
because ya ye forward sales ne chesen forward sales ne chesen me ne wo kasen ene koko boa wadwaman so na ye 10000 inti koko na season we ye ba beton no ye ntoye ye nsankan ye nanso ye di kan akwaji huska se koko ni 10000 inti for the next 1 year no sa 10000 ya jiska na wi eno ne de beto koko no inti boy dia mamu no boy ne guaranteed fixed inti se koko boy ne kosuro koko boy ne ba famu e bona ya ja tumu se de mamu sa koko season no eno an ye betua mo inti be hwa Ekufo Addo aban ehye koko price for the last season so be fia be mu August 2024 a o ma sa 3100 ndc fo gina CPS ka se ni trim odin o yi pa bon for no na koko price is somewhere between $8,000 and $9,000 on the international market as at February afimunie of 2025 no na koko bo na akwa do 13,600 na NDC aban ene wo o ti sa aban ba be ka se koko ni ye price na 8,000 e bo ni ntumu abembe 3,000 4,000 difference inti koko akuafo du be kam ho otibi dachi e bo 8,000 9,000 ye de hye sa 3,100 no me se ye trim ye din ye ya man boyfo ye wudifo ye mpe koko fo asem enu nti no omo ba ombeto so no oti se omo ba abemu a year ago around February 2025 koko bo ni ko ya ko do 13,600 no oti se NDC aban be ka se ye ka se mamu 6,500 abo na koso nti sa 3,100 na do mamu no ye di bi be kan amana ko 65 oti bi la they maintained that 3,100 and another them home for that crop season sa windfall na buy no that says can e wo he if aso boom no munya ye no says can e wo he on maintain sa price na until June July obeti man pani ba abontin because say asempopa bia mate oye asempopa bia mate ni se koko akuafo be di de oye o man pani be press conference catch say e bo no do koko ne bi nsi da e yon president okay ansa omode bo ne beba August ni epie fi mu ni say 3,100 no na akuafo ni da so say yate de be cost 6,500 no omode call 3,600 Nidikai, wash your bo. Ejina simply so. Say yen to abama. Na ba koko no be pijem. Afide uko pijem mo a. Nya obeka che ni say ye buy no na ye sink ye be cost 65 ba me si de betumi aya ne 3600 ho na obo koko kani ni krono.
But you also agree, sir.
Ho na obo no krono.
You also agree, sir, upon leaving office, no work jai a rollover contract of about 333,000 tons.
Me ending common neck for nti ase. Omo ase ni hia me no pa we. Nti ye de insam ne frafra sa wo hwa na bo afro mani so. Let's begin to build the story to a certain level. No, sa price of 3,600 we announce a year August of 2025. Last year now we were buying home. Sa price the friend guaranteed price. Send the MPP egg more 3,100 that o buy a cocoa no free ya could do 13,600. Nanka for subuma background ka betu ma cocoa for ni bi account wa ma home. Name price near guaranteed until one it's now one. As a Chinese says, a bonus so cotia. Anka omba mbetse a bonus so say a guaranteed price. In Sika Coco ni grain every sa 8,000 ho and about 5,000, about 1,000 crowd. One more guaranteed price in Anka guaranteed price now the mom and in here because why you futures what ton coco na kwanim. Inti se bonus say na nye ne bonimpo and on your mudili because se bono na ye boa etwam. Inti fast forward August 2025 etwam ya. And I'll be announced at 3,600. What's this yom? What bombo? What do you move? What do you matro? Yan yom kind 6,500 and I. Now so 3,600 for the benefit. O my jiatu. Almost soon. Intiasiani say the price is guaranteed. Yetiani say whatever world market you use to fix this price, as a song and a song until this crop season ends, cocoa price in Ghana 3,600. Afei de ba ne sen na nkwantim fi o twa ho na dwuma na se beka kire kuafo se adwaman su kokoo ebo no so ate ebo no so te a okokoton a obebo ka nti no so ba na beti omo de so dachi kokoo esu minim se menu mienu ye ton ne for the friend future sales sa ye ton kokoo enti future sales bo no e na ogina so de set 3,600 anyanya bia kokoo no koton ne sport kire se adwaman mbu wo ho no eno na wo deji ana adwaman mbu wo ho na ye plan akọ forward ye tell ni say Dr. Randy Abi buy o na dwin so onye future sales o sesam se kokoo bo no koso akono nti enkoton no sport na ne adwaman so eton ni bia ye nya se scan nti wo hwa afie twam ye tumi tua kokoo for ne ka because MPP aban nyansan mu ye guarantee price ni mom eton kokoo ni kwanim nti se bo sesam ebo sesam ebo na ye hyehyɛ ne kodwa man so ana no ana yenya nti bi no kokoo ni so tie kokoo ni so kosoro no akuafo ni nya omo price a obia ensu na so aban papa na ono no sie say this economy has been criminally managed nti ono no oba ba ye oman ni ye hia bo so betua 6,500 no ono mom sabi mpedifo mani mu a ehu nyansa antom kokoo na nkwa anim oba no ofa kokoo na no de akoje adwaman mbo no de akoje adwaman mbo no de akoje adwaman mbo nti enne se kokoo bo no so atia dachi enye se obi ena anye Ghana yiu aban de wo sisi arande abeda kokoo border no no ono no wanhwea nhwe kan kwabotwe
ena na me bisa wo se
dwen hwe kan
the issue
aban na nhwea nhwe kwan ya hu se price ye guarantee into se me ton futures are metumi secure the cocoa farmer price of 3,600.
Haven't you also forgotten that answer na buy any be taking charge, you know, no or rollover contract of 333,000 tons. And it doesn't matter the cocoa ahudu or betono. You needed to go and fulfill that contractual obligation. So kita. And for example, in 2025, say oba no ena muma sa fixed price no. Ena cocoa buono kura ekosoro kura mpona. Then he needed to even take the same cocoa na that high price, you know, to settle a cocoa contractor what na about $2,000.
That's it.
Would the government not make losses?
That's it. And it's the future sales.
But when you do future sales, I buy a cocoa bag of 1,000 bags from you. I buy a cocoa bags of 1,000 bags from you. At X price, right? Nti ebia looking at the market, the world market 6,000 cedis. Mato when change. Nti was some trial equivalent of that $6,000. Now, I sign a contract of $2,000 a million supplier, which I'm supposed to also fulfill that obligation. And this I'm $2,000 in every while. I have to take like $500 of that $1,000 and to go and fill that obligation American sign, which is about 2,000, which is not up to the 6,000 of the world market price for the which the cocoa farmer is not aware of. If I am giving you the money for that $1,000, wouldn't I be running at a loss?
Why should you be running at a loss?
Because I am paying for an obligation that you signed for $2,000 while the market price is not 6,000.
Or sign some contract.
Yes.
What the setting cocoa price you now design some contract.
Yes.
Contracting a chiri and say. What the sa contract and I guarantee a bank ho. Akwakoji a sound to that tune.
No.
Yes.
No, that you. I have taken money from you. No, not syndicated. I have taken your money to supply you cocoa of $1,000. But I have supplied 200, left with 800. Man, to be a supply in this season.
Yes, but it's
until the next season I'm supposed to supply you.
Sir, contracting. So per $1,000 of cocoa.
Yes.
It is valued as at the time I sign contract based on the world
market price. Yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
And I mean no sign sa contract. Sa contract I mean no sign.
Yes.
That gives me a guarantee to then go to a bank and say many company will our contract way to this tune.
That is so.
Into mami loan to this valuer. Me to media ko purchase cocoa na media ma company na supplier.
That is so.
Until you take a loan to that tune.
That is so.
Until now there is some parity. Until say contract near for $1,000 of cocoa. Now me to supply mu 700. Neka 300. That money is still guaranteed money. Amako G free bank or
yes.
It's really in my account.
Yes.
NDC ban we left them $500 million of cocoa money for that purchases purposes. They are not there.
500 million.
Yes. They are this size can here. Inti ebia kemu roll over asamono. It doesn't even come in here. Crisis I home says here no. Enya bambia boka to ho. Enya bambia mismanage cocoa sector. Enya bambia nyema yenti crisis home says here. Crisis home says here ne say I say ya dwen hwe kan ne ton cocoa ni kwa anim no. Ya nye. Obi ena befa cocoa board a onim ho adwuma. Sebi ebrokro nua bi da. Radiabi sebi cocoa cutlass krontu bi da. Sebi cocoa afuo kro ni ma bi abi wo. Sebi nyonim cocoa eni so wanu nimilo and all the chocolate on see cocoa ho acheda. And it is I can't believe say he is the only person in NDC or you expert in cocoa tia man come handle that sector. Are there not people in your party or more cocoa who need dear or my cocoa adwuma sector be show munsa than a neophyte, a completely ignorant person in the cocoa business. Yedi cocoa ni be share nisa. It is for one first problem yedi cocoa sector ni show be on more no mansa. Ni di kan no. Obi akoko adwuma no onse ho machi onimu, and that is an indictment on the president. On no share about say he's coming on agenda of reset. Agenda of reset the 2 ministers you appoint people of competencies matching the sectors adomoko. No wait me adwuma ni Randiabi he has no expertise in cocoa. Mistake edikan here no. Number 2, of far office no he has demonstrated that incompetence by say instead of future selling the cocoa no or cotton on spot. It's a bonus to tea, no. It's not that decision of inexperience, Ninti. And ne a bonus to tea, cocoa funky guarantee on my price. And Kabuda cost 6,500 or more month from comedy cost 3,600, you know. And they will see a back, yes, some bet to be. Meanwhile, the year before, they are tongue and young fast also. That's it. Into an incompetent person managing a key sector like cocoa board and not demonstrating incompetence. And then incompetence, you know, we're visiting incompetence on the cocoa farmers. Neto sumiensa, obeti se minyo yi can dream akosu cocoa sector ho, dream akosu cocoa board, dream akosu ntino, I was say ye hwe na nipa bi yetwe omaso. NDC aban yi, oba abenwa befa atumi no. Obekai se na nkofo bi gina court. Ana NPP aban yetwe omo, say omadi dream cocoa sector ho. Inti ska udua afom nsem no. Aban de mo gina court ye hwe sika ne age sika no. ndc aban bai ade ba kwa mahama di kan ye ne se sam brante mienu miense mpese mo bɔ mudi uni mo mudi osuma to nje no akɔkɔ se onka che court se koko nsɛm no mudi no they are not interested in that asɛm Ghana sika ayira Ghana sika nyira aye Ghana koko sika afa dwirim afa obi nsase inform ho those people are ndc people to mo nkofie nkɔfɔ mo nkodi dashi se sika no ne yɛse ayira ne ne pa sa ayira wan botom ɛna nkɛbɛka no ene esusu so anso ne yehu aban obetumi mu a aban da na kyese nkofu adi dwim de mo akogina court ne papa mu a let the court processes go to its natural conclusion na court ne nka se ebo sombo edi bon nkrofo yi no kure bi anim omu ndi dwim ne eska bi anim to mu nkofie na se sombo no so di oma anka asem ba ye mo nyanya so agina so se dwim bi ekoso se ya recover bi se nti ka bi ohwo nanu nie ne mo bi oso mu nya boni bi mo fo mu nkodi.
Will you agree with the president when he says going forward as a country we don't need to export cocoa beans again, we need to add value to the cocoa beans, let's process the cocoa here, add this certain value. We in fact as African continent, we should now begin to add value to our raw materials and then to export the raw materials.
You say unse misana emienu mesan hwe no akọ anim kakra na me de me nkomo yesi asema be no so daje ne to so miensa ana enan afi etwam fiti 2025 January bepeme na me no kase yem fani sa afi ne bosumi eche ni a ndc ba be enti daje susuam pa se
Fresima me in 2 minutes
susuam pa se dwirimbi akoso cocoa board susuam pa se ketase hye ni prebi akoso cocoa board senya other sectors obeti enani achi former CEO we obeti enani ya invite former CEO we obeti enani nipa minister we ya friend wa ha ti susuam pa se dwirim ketase hye ni prebi akoso cocoa board intinka afie di kan Dr. Randiambe wantumi ambo eye attorney general manie any investigative authority man me yam friend nipa na adwuma ni show munsa na na do aban no so ami yam tutu ma no bi so ma sema na e ba ne se na afie di kan ni yetumi to kokoo esankra betu ni buom even though what we promise we didn't give e ma kokoo akuafo ni nyom sika na afie yi die after 1 year of operation obeka kire secretary hye dream ni proye bi na abo kokoo sector ne fem enu nti na yehu na yehu anadwuma na sembe no that's a politics of convenience a afterthought justification post facto justification asem na si awie no yanwe ne ho koka bibi nto manfo ni tirim na manfo ni hu se sebe nye ne yaye aye nye nim se eye aye mbo number yadwuma nsu ani se kokko akuafo ho kire om we kokko akuani na waso gusu a wotie me na no payi a achia nsu muye nipa bi na betu futuro gu anim aban papa wo ho aban a odwene wo ho aban a kokko sika no otua ne sane afata wo ede maw aban a obeso mu na kokko sika no na ye 475 Ghana cedis per bag in 2016 and aban we di jai na do aban ni ko ni apija me na ko do 3100 per bag percentage ni that calculate say ye do sen embo apim sa aban no umo obi be ka cho say sa aban no enye sensitive we be catch say sa aban no ompe wasem sa aban no ye wudini aban nti pam no no mbra no be mo 6500 ene obae no wa pagya wo afri 3100 and wa hwefem 2 menua bisa me say ono tua school fees koko bag ko ebo esen ni opa kan ne say usu no eye nkwase asu sebe na menua ne pa che say musu no eye nkwase asu ona afidie yu na usu nti kokofo ndc aban no mu hu nya omo
that's it
ye twato no bi sa se enti koko bo no ya te su 2100 no o ton 10 ba scrap bi nya sen school fees ya tumu sen that ni areho ni se eneme no ka sen light bill electricity bill ya tumu 28%, water bill ya tumu 18%, and so many o ka sen inflation ejina 3.8 that e ba ne sen ena niam ya to live in water bill mu no e inflation ko ya ni forex ko ya yi na dollar e ba fam inflation e ba fam fu obo e ba fam fu e de no fango a ye de no light mi enya bi no e de bo ba fam na so ne bo ba fam drastically no ya san apeja kania bo mu drastically koko kuani no ko first ka wo hi adabraka no mfantua sa niema no
that ECG na twedian from and betumi ehunu. The last time I was reviewing the ECG for managerial meetings ahodo omo koye any the omo ye budget ahodo omo troye anyhow they overspend on that budget. In fact omo call public accounts committee, the chairperson of public accounts committee onokra na afi aboni pusa, she was like, how possible? Because you can make a budget of 1 million Ghana cedis, for example, say 1 million Ghana cedis and a medeye may travels. And she said, if you over even spend your budget, it should be maybe half of. But if you can overspend 3 times the budget it is an issue, and she even calls a proper investigation.
Maybe I may have a certain principle. Oba Ghana finance the street be the minimum why you have to be accountable to the people. And so stewardship near the amount. So if you are bema, I will say you have to be held accountable for your stewardship.
Yeah, because
the dream was easy. Let the person be held accountable by the law.
Yeah, because
a man in Concoya to say Biabroni, and this need your fan in Kodi, and be the Yanchin to that I do not subscribe to.
You don't see a budget of foreign training. What budget for 31 million Ghana cedis, then you spend 91 million.
It's in the parkour, yes, I know. Mufani coach Nambrani, Nambrani Indi. Don't come and tell me, say, and until you have to electricity was 28%. The poor cocoa farmer, the poor Ghanaian worker, the poor person on the product or San Abba or some party, he should suffer for those things. Punish the people who are responsible for those and let the Ghanaian enjoy their reset. Ghana then the dokuro boy dey want to mean to dokuro. Ghana ni na shentia dey boy don't mean tia. Enya kan
There is no time to settle political scores.
Na kokwa kwa for no mo nton.
Baumia to government. Baumia say it's not time to score political score. I don't know the political score.
Na political scores when yes set. Emunia when political score. I know I want to know.
Oh.
Emunia when yeah, by ya chubi the question if ya say brum ayajele no. Ana MPP for your program bia your friend saying ngophobia ko tu asho mo so abro mo na. Political scores ben. No mo am ko ya mo Thanksgiving your friend say aspirant omo ko enyo omo bogro omo nyina na ko e.
Oh, so akake no for yata.
Kakero for that. Hey, enra chi amukọ ye your friend say primary year obaleto. Boko ye Thanksgiving cry. Omunya ne ba.
Ebi ama o.
Ebi ama di o wi so. Hwidi wa ya ye di ka wa no pado. Hwidi wa be ka he. We okay political scores be. No more within MPP Pokrano can override. When was the last one who said communicated some come as? Can override about us? Okay. What was the last one who said MPP communicators? Or Muka so yet dear one. Or share ministry one man a MP for so Papa Yempany, you know, almost on one peno. And the back accounting near my way, I was a meali. They say I'm a second for Salam. Then no book on about me, no more guys or more cabinet. Going to work because I shut down, no, I shut it up. And the Emunia and Colin Book and I was any day. Say political score book I was any day. No, yan tata obia. Eye du bua hia asemi pokra minyame ankabasa omadi ewie. Hamid Mustafa Hamid. Na asemi minyaya de ende ewie. Mini baba ko pena me pese ma ma osesa no. Kisi ejaben. Saga ne was so unifio. Many close down the sector. Ba kisi ejaben. E was so you know. When you can see a jabian, I can't know a trick is rough. Oh, say, na case near Jen 3 months. Case near Jen 4 months. Nana. Inti Baumia focus on how cracks na bano. Obetria bay.
Also, a young man in quarters.
Kennedy Coy.
True.
Kennedy Coy.
True.
Nimia no nyina wanko. baby am who so ye on two kwan baby am who say Kennedy or ye Thanksgiving ye the Facebook wall and on the wife John or so thank you delegate na san
the mox no
wanko UPS era wanko
Abraham so
by me hu no e pen na me hu no e me say I stand with engineer
me to me hu edutum
yen say edutum de omo nyina ehwe so menya vape bia and some of you do the fiasem no there is no political offense called the NDC yeah one nyoma bebre was here me
in the mosque me ti so o kekan sem bi so was enkrofo di na tem e kekan hu nsem basa
or a politician or a politician about me
so a former vice president
nti enye say no nwa atemdidie na when atemdidie ba kwa mama okai hye ne pan then competent mama ni be ye competent na ba mi utimi ko dinasi na wa sere aka ho oka na wa sere aka ho na obeka atemdidie no you see o ye politics ahun o be rema nneema bi wa no o so de show trim e bi baako ye yi baako ye atemdidie baako ye disappointment obetimi do re ahye nkofo bi mu
na say ni say anka asema wo kan brand say me say ka say nkofo bi anko Thanksgiving ni ade
nti eno kan so almost unity party in love ana omo ye flyer no mo ye say party in love ana
say mo ko ye no
party in love no mo ye emoji love emoji for the Valentine shame the party in love Meshe.
But so makokoye.
Oh, you see, no, me, when it comes to religious stuff, being it a Muslim, a Buddhist, or a traditionalist, say, Ujidi say, oh, we boamenti me kwa dasa na siena. I don't fault you.
But you are peace with saying crophobia.
Oh, I'm not at peace. Listen, he is of liberty to come or not to come. Now see within every political party, you will not have everyone to love you. Now see here na kwan so ba. Time no so na ye co primaries obia will support ne preference, ne choice. Na make a note here say even in as much as say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the president the leader of the party and you be an penasem true be told that you what he obo show obi share ni radios ni onani brew obi and you be an bepo asem
that is right you cannot have everybody to love
no until within MPP no and I say nka yeyi and I say nko no go beka so and ba omi an enko onko right until 2028 say olusu na so mo san ko another prime minister obelusu no mo san ko another prime minister people will still come out na say engineer na so for munim so mo wini they were aware but they came they have supporters what you say sometimes I don't put crowd on your CV you know oh candidate program hold the weight bet me akose ke contract go outside be ma bebre na anya so oba so wini o de na agenda into baumia case no
nje edutum no onim so wini
onim ona say oyawe
sawe
into to me no I am me e kamen kwa me pokra attorney general kwa why slow amame yeah see let's put jokes aside whether NDC or MPP masa wodi dream man when mra nu nkodi when mra nu nkodi na nkwa say oh abeye no MPP be di na akọ na NDC abedi na hwe asoro mienu ko a form sense na ebre nti ye egu form ye ntimamofo no ye na be ntu akọ abra ne nkwa ntimi nya 27 homes ade o ye
rase Obi
dachi
Thanksgiving ezo omunyira ma Zana boba ana obi abai
ne di kan
na camera na ebi anton krofo bi so nti ebi a
dachi ne di kan yem fa seda ma totobu so ba de twedi ampo ono na oka obi ntumi nsibi ono no hia obi ntumi mbu ono no ka ebem se odi party ho afofie di e ho ahyem firi bosumi nsie etwam no emu kwadanda emu keke ka emu atemni emu ani bire emu ntokwa nketenkete emu ani chibuo emu adapatwa emu insekuru ne ensem eka ho nyanya me di party ho afofie na ekoto aba so ekoto aba asundwe kwan so ma yeyi flag bearer for 2028 election nti na se bi wo ho a efata se twedi amponkwa me totorbo nso nyame a oboye ho ban ehwe ye so no ye di asida bete asida PSC kona na so ye de koma no nti party ni di dwuma bi sa afiara no ko ena no enkremofo sorry kosom ye ebeye eye Christopher die ne so a na eye ne kwan so a no isan se nyame ni ye di ni yie nyame aboye ho ban hwe ye so ama party ne botaye da ye nim no yetumi ahyehye ama na wie peyo ti na o se ekoda asesa na enase no na mi ohobi ohwe ahofama
de yen na wo ho no
emu ni mienu nyana mi hobi
okay
nkramofo de na mi hobi Christopher de nso na mi hobi na ohwe ahokeka ahosepe awurusie ni anigye a party for di bedi nhia mu da nyame ase na ho se oda asema na o kan party love no na no kreni party ne do no asamba biem eye nkranhye maye say yakoso ne to aso se ne yehye ne sa akọ anima
yesi ne omo nyina ma e wona na me bi se we
na se jo biara baba
yakoto abano not ma mu ba mi onya asen
o nya be 56% nti wanya 100 nti obi ama
44% na abano antoma no ye so mu nyina kumemu ne omo des Dr. Bamiani wini ye lumba say empempem domi empempem etan me ewiase unya ni nyina pepepe
da me pese me bisa se nti omo amma no na so mo tana na se bia no mo
tisa masem mami nya no obeka ya ye to aba ni wie na me no mienu ti aye calculation bisa about 48,000 delegates bia me to aba mami kire mu se bia to kwan
e bi so ni ade
in fact ye to aba wie be pim ni e bi kura san wu aka ho empanifo amba no omu nyina de nti president Bufo no ni ho yese ne ho dodo o de nchemu bai besides na do go to kwan oni o man
yes na do ni yes
Brian any ken nti ayi nya ene se omu su ni o matu kwan mu ni man that is the official communique
okay
nya wo nim ni nya minim de I don't want to hear ye da bontin se si apart ni ye adwuma ne se omu ni man nim so omu ntuma omu wo ha anko mo beba
mo ko ho ni mu
dia asem na ba
ono na ebisa se na wo ken
ya asem na ba
dada bi asem bi amai na odi nkire mo ba se no tamfo o se wo be ya me di kan bisa o se omo o man yi mu ana mo tutu akwa
se o tamfo sa wasa no chia ne pa odi chia esan so sanye kasa se da chia say na bono se efe pa da chia di dachi wagidin nti me o tamfo die me sa wasa o se me chia mpa ne kasa na safu me na bono se die ya se dachi asafu mi no sa no na dia se udin nti ne ndisi ni obeka no die no wonka again Dr. Mahmoud Bamiya say we should stop the political persecution and then scoring
also won say as a government is set political score bi and also oni baby a score no free
dachi me no ka say yesi according to dream bi akoso okoko board and it's na okoko sector na so fa say yes so fa if I chu omo ba be mu na nipa miense bi ngina court so mo diganes over billions of dollars e de wako gina court say omo di dream okoko sector ni ntino aban hwem ye ntwa mas no mo ni asem di bia aban we ya e ne wase okoko sector na be gina wo say omo ndi dream bia ya omo nye interested in that case omo ndisi fo omo fo mu nkodi nti ndisi fo de omo bodwe nyenye nkyire de ne ho nkoka adwa mu ndisi fo de omo ho son MPP for the sebe ya pantangase sebo ye ne ye fata ye metwe ye nko NDC for the omo ho so na MPP for the dream adware ye ni ye boni se atie ni red as crimson ye metwe ye ne nko den sam so no mo miem
yes
so omo miem
me ba cho yes otimu so a ntia mo enku
sa ne yeka mo
ese unwi ahwe na police ba chi wa wo ha on say
pepe unwi ahwe na police ba chi wa wo ha on say na so unwi ahwe na police ba chi da chi ma ru enfi se ye do kwatwiri mu 48 hours bi ye be jojo bi ye wi e be ka se unwi ahwe no na opio to ate when ko pam sa pito na ma
akwa we kwa na sa na kwe say
when ko pam sa pito na ma
akwa
dachi when ko pam sa pito na ma enti utrimu fine unwi ahwe akwe betumi atete so na atete MPP fo ni bebiri no
akwe kwa na sa na kwe say
insawo mu
kasa
insawo mu no
kasa so ofi
oye you know
insawo mu no omu bi o say kwa de nyaba say nyaba foforo ne say yeti akase yi me so na DNF fo jira fo
oh
that's it is the truth say nyaba no
na wala ya prove here
wani akwachi no radio say
oh bisami
why
that's we centroni na bisami that's we centroni na bisami asem we
wani akwachi no
that's we centroni na bisami asem we
bisa hwan
that's we centroni na bisami asem we
let's centroni abia no
akase yi enya ha de ba be chi mi o ye twen wo fam ye twen mi fam
wani akwachi no radio station
bisami
why
that's who bisami
cancer dey
sound go dey chi na after that bro
nanado e wa be mu no nanado e incompetent nanado unprofessionalist asem nanado nsem throw for that time freedom of speech is under threat minya saminya botre freedom of speech is under threat say kra kasa yesro me kasa kra me hwe se be chimia e na obehu ni abemu wo ha ene hwe phone na Facebook post mama say we know your IP address we will locate you and catch you
and I say
freedom of speech is under threat
but freedom of speech
under threat so enya NDC freedom of speech o MPP freedom of speech selective justice ni NDC ni be kan fa ni ho adi no MPP ni kan mu fankra wo da ofia na joa ni abegbo wura ho ni ammo sese bi kromfo ni de wako that is the state of affairs of this country now bia e bi si basa o me chimi ba o miss ya dia say na make ka koyi that na make ka koyi ya make ka koyi wo me mo me ba o miss ya dia da ho now so ye be chirem this will not scare us into silence ye mu bi ya try be careful ye mu bi obonsam jani akọ ho abadeda nti sa ne ma we mo ye hu nti ne tie bia se na medical ka ye bet now simpie so a ye be fitre ye se bia san kamunu kura kire Ghana for however uncomfortable it makes the government of the day. We will not relent on that fiduciary duty we owe the Ghanaian. And kankani koko for masama bay. Yes, rom, omukoma kumantumia, yamam demi fedie, bridge re na bom, a membo fumbi, and haba, and omu bresen your mubren. Nansweni das all. Omunumusu, and pay okay. Send your mudi de, Renado Penso, or me send de, Dr. Bamiamreso, Domunasi.
Sammy,
Baby,
30 seconds.
30 seconds, no. Oh, is he? Okay, 30 seconds, man. Fan wrap it up. Nyame pa. Omu be forms nominations near the Nyame Brapin, Obedo Pinta, national contest no. Obekubie. Oko for deputy organizer.
Obedo Pinta, Swama boy. Tell us Okoyo.
Yeah, last.
Oh, minimum no. Okoye
when win.
Obezako.
Obeko.
No.
Oye one of the people. One of the people are like personally I've dealt with me, you know. Wabo ejuma. Until time no so.
But one hundred because so Uber Chris call.
Maybe this is your first kind of election. Then okay, always saying
that you.
They be saying that you. What who saying?
Me bajo.
And this is the election.
That be.
Thank you. And this is your party.
National
election. Over 2 months. Yes, ka when this mu. Party be man car. Party be to follow gum. Party be failure man.
Party or the day na.
Eh, go bisami. And this is the na okay. So what boys ka. That nyame adoma mankasa say abrewa yi puma kwam na nomination forms ba me pick form no constituency nyame adoma Tuesday ombehia I'm sure from Tuesday going decision
communication beba
and something will come up in the entry ochina nyame aduma me call communication for dental constituency oh say nye den a ubenya contest me ko no post me nya contest nemu na person me cha that contest and they say omo sign
oh what is obi ba
oh I didn't me nko no post me nya di pa o ma contest me enya den ha obenya obi am na contest ba na me chiro mo say ai na me chiro mo ni say omunamu agu omunyai na so omso beto aso dia ye be hia na ye di san komo but communications officer for Adenta de miginem na me adoma
ase aru na say also contest do betimi aba ba me a show say one unya
and one ye kan no na dis ni first count to aba
boy
me no say me boy me
Emmanuel dimbi say onso Adenta NDC boy
I only le gonkra on electoral area on electoral area
on oba for
communication for the constituency me and me about so asha me bonu so NDC so on so about communication for Adenta NDC communication be ha me
we Clement bibi
thank you me anu mienu e na e call communication for Adenta be ha me pa
but e ban sa no aye but me neutral
but no you see to me so neutral
David no you have to support one
only me din komo me komo di for strategies me advice bi ho a me tie chena me hwe bibia metumi afrene se me nua sawadi e die enko ye ni say and we are long standing friends
yeah
ya nam for ni man nanti ache
Clement no
mienu nyina
okay
ya nam for ache enti no ebe ha me de but well
the delegate will decide
me da say ebushia ma me nya